Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you like the content of my channel, you'd like to see it grow, please like and subscribe. Small thing to do for you guys, helps me out absolutely no end. But anyway, today we are featuring this new Tissot. It's part of their PR516 range of watches, and it's on the more kind of affordable side, let's say. As this watch, the RIP, is £675, but if you were to contact First Class Watches, realistically you would be getting this for more like £600 or thereabouts. So for that kind of price, you're getting a Swiss-made watch. Tissot is a pretty decent name to have on the dial, and overall it looks pretty good. It's, you know, there's nothing sort of like screaming out against this one. I think it looks quite a nice watch on your wrist. But before I get too far into this review, I've got to say a big thank you to First Class Watches for allowing me to review this one. So many cool watches, lots of different kind of brands to have a look at. If you're in the Kenilworth area, I'd strongly recommend popping into the shop. If you're a little bit further afield, well, don't worry, I'll leave a link in the description and at the bottom of the page now. All I ask is that you do mention the channel if you contact them. So let's talk sizes first of this. It's coming in at 38mm. The thickness of the watch is 11.5 millimeters, contrary to what they say. It's quite strange. They say it's 11.18 millimeters. They're very precise about that, but for some reason I'm using two sets of different vernier calipers to measure this, and I'm reading 12.5 mil. The lug to lug on this one, so the longest point across the body of the watch, is 44.8 mil, and the strap size on this, bracelet size I should say, is 20 millimeters. The dial on this, they've kept it simple. They've just gone for a simple black background here. Nothing too fancy, but overall it still looks good. I like how they've added that little bit of color with that red second hand there. It just kind of helps make it pop a little bit more. The hands are polished on this one. They're a little bit strange looking, to be fair. This one especially, the hour hand, it's nicely polished. It does have luminous on the hand as to the hour markers. To be fair, it's not the strongest of looms, but it is actually there. The hour hand here is very reminiscent of a Xinyu one, I must say. But, you know, there you go. It doesn't look too bad. I'm not quite sure about how it enters a case, the cannon pinion there, but overall it does look good. I like this kind of bevel, the dishing they've got on the internal, well, on the actual reholt there. I think that looks actually, the chapter ring, it looks quite cool. But it does have applied hour markers, and you know, they do shine that little bit, which elevates that dial a little bit more. You do also have a date window over here, unframed at the 3 o'clock position. As we come past that, we've got a sapphire crystal. Does have AR coating on there, and it does, to be fair, it's not a, it does, you know, you can see there's a little tiny bit of AR. There's not a lot on there, but there is a little bit, so it does actually do its job. As we come past that, we're greeted with this kind of weird bezel on here. It's a non-rotating bezel. It's more for kind of aesthetic purposes than anything. I'm not quite sure of the material. I'm not sure what it is, to be fair. But it does look pretty good. It's got a definite kind of gloss to it. I don't think it's ceramic or anything, but it does look quite nice. If anyone knows which material it is, I would be quite interested. So anyway, as we come past that, we've got the case. It is quite a you know, hefty case to it. Very minimal kind of sculpture on there. It's a little bit flat, but the only good thing, being that the lug to lug is quite short, it still sits on your wrist quite nicely, because normally it's always nice when you get a bit of angle coming off on the lugs here, but I say it's short and it does sit on the wrist pretty well, to be fair. You do have a little bit of beveling going on there where it is polished against this brushwork here, and it kind of just elevates it out a little bit, kind of having that on there. As we come round to the crown side, we are greeted with a sign crown. Now, this hasn't got a screw down crown, so as you can see, it goes straight into hand wind, but it does feature 100 meters of water resistance to it. Contrary to belief, a screw down crown doesn't always give you more water resistancy. What it actually does is just prevents that from rotating or coming away on while you're actually in water. Now you may think, you know, what most people don't realize, it's also the rotating which, you know, technically can be a problem because that will aid water to go in via capillary. But it's got 100 meters of water resistance, so no problem there. As we come round to the back of the watch, we do have a nice display case back on there. Now, beneath this, we have got their Powermatic 80 movement. Now, as the name would suggest, you do get 80 hours of power reserve to this one, which is a lot. They do that by slowing down the beat rate somewhat, but I say it's not really that noticeable on this. The actual time grapher results, when I put it on now, I think it was coming in at, it's hard to quantify on this one because I believe this has their plastic escapement going on back there. This is one of the things which helps keep that price down low. It looked like a straight line, so I'm going to say, it was looking very good. One thing I have to say is the Powermatic 80 range, generally, they do keep very good time. There's no shadow of a doubt there. It's just these ones here with the plastic escapement, it's one of those as a watchmaker. We can clean it, but you can't really get another one. So it should be all right, but a lot of people don't like it because it simply is a plastic part in there. Overall, the movement is great. It's based upon a ETA 2824, and so it's a good, solid, reliable movement. The bracelet on this one, we do have a Jubilee style bracelet. So we've got these nice brush links here, polished links there, and then you've got the, has it actually got, polishing on these bevels and brushwork on the outer side there. Now, it does look good. It does mean that later on, if I was handed one to refinish, being able to polish these outer sections without doing anything here would be a bit of a nightmare. As you can see, it comes with quick release spring bars there. And is it screws or it push pin? I believe it's, you can see actually it is a push pin type because we have the arrows indicating direction of travel there. The actual clasp is a butterfly style. So as you can see, very positive. You do have a Tissot logo, Tissot name and print down there. Overall, it doesn't look too bad. But let me zoom out and we'll do a quick wrist check and see how it looks. So I'm wearing my Cruel today. That's the Japanese micro brand. The watch actually is very, very good. I have to say I do like this model. And Bob's gone all German. He's gone with the Hanhart. Absolutely lovely watch. I like that watch ever so much. My wrist size is 7¼ inches. That works out to about 18.5 centimeters. One thing I must say, the butterfly clasp on this, you really do have to press it. As you can see, you get probably enough bracelet, I would say, for about a 7½ inch wrist there. And on the wrist, it does look pretty good. I think this looks nice. At the price point it is, I think, you can do a lot worse, to be fair. Overall, it does look nice. It's got that kind of good name to it. The dial is nice and clean, and that red really does help kind of give it that little bit of kind of oomph to make it look that little bit better. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you to it with that, but most importantly, you stay safe out there. Take care. Bye.